many people across the country. Michigan lawmakers were paying close attention to that arraignment today. And as you can imagine, they had a different interpretation of what they saw and what this will likely mean for the future. History made. 34 felonies levied against a former leader of America, Donald Trump. The arraignment watched closely by both Republicans from Michigan, like Senator Jim Runstead.
This is so obviously a political ploy on the part of this prosecutor.
And Michigan Democrats, Senator Jeff Irwin.
If we have evidence that someone has committed a crime, law enforcement has to pursue that.
Both Irwin and fellow Democrat Debbie Dingell say there are more pressing issues at hand than what's happening in a New York courtroom.
We need to let due process play out, the judicial branch do its job. And as a member of Congress, I'm going to do my job and be focused on the issues that people care about.
How do we have great schools in every zip code? How do we make sure everyone has access to health care? How do we protect clean water now and the Great Lakes into the future?
The arraignment is just the beginning of the judicial process. The former president is expected to appear back in court in December, which some argue presents its own set of problems.
This is going to cause millions of dollars, tremendous security. You're going to have every terrorist in the world knowing where the president's going to be at that point in time for nothing other, again, than a political prosecution.
I'm frustrated that he has subjected us to several more months of hand-wringing and focus on exactly what were his crimes and exactly what lies did he tell on his business records.
And the longer the legal process drags on, the greater the potential for this to influence the next presidential election.
The entire apparatus on the Democrat side is wanting this to just drip, drip, drip all the way up to the election.
And I'm going to continue to take him seriously as a potential candidate for president next year.
As for how these lawmakers are hoping their voters will interpret the whole legal process, both sides seem to agree there are other priorities that deserve attention as well.
They're good Republicans, they're good Democrats, they're good independents. And I want people to believe, I want our young people to believe that public service is a good thing, that democracy is important.
Now, other than a court appearance set for next December, there is no defined timeline as to when this could wrap up. In fact, some lawmakers think it could drag on past the 2024 election. Rube.
Well, Dave, with or without a resolution, I would imagine that both parties have ideas or theories as to how this is going to impact the election in 2024. $8 million in the bank for the former president just in the last week gives you some indication.
Yeah, exactly. And they were quick to point out on how this affected a prior election, that being the one with Hillary Clinton and the email scandal. That didn't seem to have a resolution, and people can debate on the impact that had on the outcome of that election. But Donald Trump has proven that he can endure controversy, and we'll see if he can endure this one as well.